Hello? Hello? Oh, it's on. Wow. Boy, I'm beautiful. Okay, anyway, we're going to talk about the argument essay really quick. I'm going to read you the instructions because you need to do this and we need to make sure we know everything that we're supposed to do. So, when you get to the argument essay, okay, here's the things you need to know. Directions say closely read each of the four texts provided on pages 22 through 32, whatever the pages are, don't worry, and write a source-based argument on the topic below. You may use the margins to take notes as you read. Annotate, okay, you have to annotate, and scrap paper to plan your response. You should have already planned it because as soon as you open the test booklet, you were supposed to. If you said write your outline, you are a genius. Okay, that should have happened already. Write your argument beginning on page 1 of your essay booklet. We also talked about that in another video where there's page 1 where you start your argument, and then several pages later, there's a page that says text analysis essay. That's where you have to write it. Okay. So we know this topic already. We've reviewed it plenty. Should plastic shopping bags be banned? They will give you the topic. If you have a claim or you think you have a claim right away, okay, when you see a topic, if you know a lot about it, you could write a little claim in there. You could go right here on your test booklet and say like plastic shopping bags should be banned. Okay, now do we want to just stick with that the whole time? No, we got to base it on how much evidence that we find in the text. Okay, carefully read each of the four texts provided, then using evidence from at least three of the texts. So you have to use evidence from three texts. You have to. That's bare minimum. Safest thing to do, just use a piece of evidence from all four. Okay, when we write our essay, we have we take about, I think, 6 pieces of evidence total in our essay, minimum. Okay, so make sure that 4 of those pieces of evidence are from different texts. You could have more evidence, that's fine. The more evidence, the better, as long as you analyze each piece of evidence. Okay, clearly establish your claim, but I'm not even going to read the rest of this. Okay. Sufficient. Now, look, it says specific, relevant, and sufficient evidence. So, specific, it's got to make sense. Relevant, it's got to connect to what you're talking about. And sufficient, there's got to be enough, okay, from at least 3 of the texts. Do not summarize each text. None of you do that, okay? That's fine. Now, important notes. Establish your claim regarding whether or not plastic shopping bags should be banned. That's important. You got to have a clear claim. They should be banned or they should not be banned. Pets should not be allowed in the workplace. Pets should be allowed in the workplace. Okay? Mr. G is the worst teacher in the world. Mr. G is the greatest teacher in the world. Just be clear as to what your claim is. You can't go back and forth. Distinguish your claim from alternate or opposing claims, aka this little bullet right here. When you read it, this is the counterclaim. How do we start our counterclaim? We always have to start it with correct. Some people think that. Okay. If your claim, your own personal claim, is that plastic shopping bags should be banned, the counterclaim is some people think that plastic shopping bags should not be banned. Okay, that's what a counterclaim is. It's the opposite of your claim, and it's other people who say it, other people who think it. So you have to show the counterclaim. You don't give too much for the counterclaim. A piece of evidence and then destroy it. Kill it! Kill it! Kill it! Kill it! Just like looking at myself when I do that. Okay, kill the counterclaim. You got to kill it. Okay, you got to destroy it with your claim and your evidence and your reasons. Next, use specific, relevant, and sufficient evidence from at least 3 of the texts. Identify each source that you reference by text number and line numbers or graphic, okay? Sometimes they'll give you a graphic or a chart in there, a graph, okay, or an image. So it would tell you like text 1 and it would say image 3. So if you're going to use that, if as noted in text 1, image 3, okay, and then you describe the image. That's how you would do that, okay? We practice according to text 3, lines 45 through 50. That's an easy way to cite and introduce your evidence at the same time. If you want to cite it, if you don't start your sentence like that, you need to cite it at the end of the sentence, just put parentheses and put, like you would make the little parentheses, these things right here, and you would put text 1, and then you don't even have to write line, just put text 1, lines 33 through 38, okay? If you did 33 through 38 without lines in front of it, that's fine. Okay? Organize your ideas in a cohesive and coherent manner. You know how you do this? You do this by writing your outline as soon as the test starts so you know exactly what goes where. You have to memorize that outline and write it as soon as your test starts because then you will know exactly what you need in your essay and how to organize it into paragraphs. And remember, paragraphs require indenting. You must indent at the start of a paragraph. That means move it in a little bit, okay? Notice that these are indented. They're new paragraphs. They're pushed in a little bit from the margin. You have to do that. You can't have one big giant paragraph or you're going to look like you write like you're in fourth grade. And you are not because you were smart and you were in 11th grade. And I've taught you how to do this so many times, it drives me insane. Okay. And then lastly, read the four text titles because you might get an idea of what side of the argument they are on. The right chemistry. Ban plastic bags? It's not so simple. Okay, so this one might give me evidence that supports the claim that banning plastic bags is not the right idea. Okay, that you should not ban plastic bags. So I might label that and say, not ban. The effects of plastic bags on the environment. Now, if it's talking about effects on the environment, what it's doing to the environment, it's more than likely going to lean towards they should be banned. Should cities ban plastic bags? That one we don't know. We can't tell from the title. And the economic effect of plastic bags, we can't really tell from that title either. Okay? But know the text, know what you're looking for. Okay? Then we've been through this a bunch of times. As you find evidence, you scan through data. Okay? Highlight the evidence, label it. I'm not going to go into that because that's a whole nother video and I don't want to repeat myself. All right? If you have any questions, ask. Don't sit there like this. Actually, if you sat there like that, it'd be pretty funny. Okay, but ask me questions. That's what I'm here for.